Now, I like to think of myself as a fairly average guy, nothing too out of the ordinary, but when I'm at point A and I need to get to point B, I want to get there as speedily and efficiently as possible. Now, I'm not meaning all that deep, life is a journey, not a destination type stuff. I just want to get from my last class of the day to my bus stop as quickly as possible. That doesn't seem too unreasonable, does it? But it's not that simple, you see. There's an obstacle. There are many obstacles. No, not traffic cones or hurdles or uneven cobblestones, but a distinct subset of the general populace. I like to call them the dilly-dalliers. What does this group consist of, you ask? Pedestrians. Slow, slow, slow pedestrians. Anyone can be a dilly-dallier, young, old, fat, thin, but there are certain key characteristics that they all share. Allow me to explain. I'll be zipping my way along a fairly empty street, making excellent time, when in the distance I'll see a group of people having the nerve to meander along a public thoroughfare. They'll get closer and closer as I speed my way along, but there's often nothing I can do. No amount of ducking and weaving gets me past. So that's me, stuck. Stuck behind what may as well be a nigh unmoving wall of apathy. Now I know what you're thinking. Neil, you can't expect everyone to keep to your mad-eyed pace. Some people might have very good reason to stroll at a more reserved speed. But I'm sorry, when one bushy-haired student is mind-bogglingly managing to take up the breadth of the entire street as he ambles along in front of me, there's really no excuse. And I know, some people genuinely cannot go any faster. Take the elderly, or pregnant women. Being with child should perhaps entitle you to immunity from my ire, but I'm sorry, it does not. Haven't you seen Juno? That scene where she races past Polly's mum on the stairs is proof enough that pregnant women can move just fine when they want to. Or at least that 20-year-old actresses wearing pregnancy simulation suits can. I'll let the elderly go, because they've yet to cross me, but they have been warned. All hope is not lost though. I have words of wisdom to pass on, little tricks that will help you brave the battlefield of the commute. For example, if I spot a dilly-dallyer sauntering up the stairs ahead of me to get out my local subway station, I'll give a hearty stomp right behind them as I get to the first step. It might give them a little jolt, but it certainly alerts them to my presence and gets them moving. Another tip, don't feel confined to stay on the pavement. If need be, dive off the curb into the gutter and sneak past them like a street sweeper of celerity. Cycle lanes can be utilised in this manner too. This does of course come with its own risks of bodily injury, and puts you dangerously close to falling into the class of road walkers, a people who are to the car drivers as the dilly-dalliers are to me, but it's all worth it in the end. The most important piece of advice I can give you is to be on the lookout for others of your kind. Keep an eye out for the speedsters. If you see one overtake you, lock into pursuit, and ride the wave of their slipstream as they leave dilly-dally debris in their wake. I have made it to many an early bus using this very technique. So what's the moral of this cautionary tale? Be aware. Be aware that they walk among us, the dilly-dalliers. Show them no quarter when you encounter them, for they would show you no mercy. Well, your timekeeping anyway. Most importantly, and I cannot stress this point enough, gonna just get out my bloody way.